So is AstraZeneca a good buy? Of course, everyone's talking about the vaccine rollout and they're wondering whether or not it's a good purchase. So let's just look at it. Have we missed the boat? Is it worth going into? Or are we just speculating on news? There are several pointers which are positive and some which are negative. If you look at this chart here, what you can see here is since 2016, AstraZeneca in green has tended actually, well, for the last couple of years to outperform its sector, the sector of pharmaceutical companies, and the broader FTSE 100 index. In that way, it's good. However, that's historical. How does that help us going forward? The consensus amongst the brokers seems to be that it's an outperform. Well, you'd expect that. Target price that the analysts as a group collectively have put for it on average compared to the current price would see you getting a 24% return. Now, analysts tend to be over-optimistic, but that seems fair enough. I mean, it's fairly good positive news. What about valuation? Surely it is overvalued. Well, actually, when you measure the share price compared to the profits attributed to each share, then you're paying 25 times each pound of profit in the share price. So if the company was making just £1 in profit, you'd be buying the company for £25. That's what price earnings basically means. And a multiple of 25 isn't actually overly expensive in actual fact. So you might say, well, wait a minute, hang on, Alpesh. That seems a bit, I mean, how come people haven't caught on? And it might be that people didn't expect AstraZeneca to be the one. Okay, price to forward cash flow, however, at 207 multiple, ooh, that worries me a little bit. So, yes, there is a case to be said that it is a tiny bit undervalued, not much, a tiny bit, but there are other cases to say, oh, a bit expensive. So you can see on the risk profile, many of you might say, hang on, I don't think I want to take that level of risk, because there is obviously some level of risk, particularly if we look at other things. Forecast growth, all greens, not too bad. Over there. However, dividends, I'm sure they're going to up their dividends now anyway. Cash flow, that's a bit low. 2.8% in my book is a little bit low. Return on capital invested, I would have liked to have seen bigger numbers. My point to you is this. Is it a bad one? Well, if you can't think of others, it's not going to be dangerous. It is still slightly overvalued, slightly in the expensive category if I were to compare it to other stocks, because that's what you should do. You should look at it relative to everything else. And I'll do a separate one about Ocado, where's AstraZeneca? It's down here. From my own valuation growth income, it's only got a 5. Okay, that isn't particularly good. Sortino is a measure of average returns and the volatility of the share price, a half. 0.5, that's not particularly good. You want that number to be as high as possible. There are stocks which do better. So what often pains people is, hang on, what you're saying is it's in the news, there's all this, we think we could get ahead, but in actual fact, there are other companies which might give us a better return. And that's what concerns me about it. So for me personally, I'm not planning to get into AstraZeneca. I'd rather going to look at some of the others, and I'll do videos about some of the others. Follow, share me, do all the usual social media stuff to see those future videos. Thank you very much.